Hello friends, in the last lesson we are discussing regarding electronic configuration and different rules. Today we will discuss some important questions on quantum mechanical model of atoms, that is quantum mechanics. Some important questions related to quantum mechanics. First question is number of unpaired electrons in copper 2 plus ion. First question is number of unpaired electron in copper 2 plus ion. Number of unpaired electron. We know copper 29 configuration is argon 18, 3d10, 4s1. This is the configuration of copper. But question is copper 2 plus. So copper 2 plus means 2 electrons are lost. Here 2 electrons are lost. So 2 electrons, one from S and another from D. So remaining is 3d9 4s0. 3d9 4s0. So question is number of unpaired electron in copper 2 plus. Here 3d9 can be written as like this: 1 2 3 4 5. D has 5 orbitals. S has already vacant, not necessary to draw. Only D9 can be written as 1 2 3 4 5 6 7 8 9. Clear? So if you see the configuration, D9 has only one unpaired electron. Only one is half filled, that is half filled. Half filled is called unpaired electron, one unpaired electron. So how much answer? One unpaired electron. Only one unpaired electron. So copper 2 plus has one unpaired electron. Clear? Is it okay? Then second question. What is the second question? Mention the magnetic nature and color of these ions. Magnetic nature and color. What are the ions? Copper 2 plus and scandium 3 plus and ferrous ion. For these ions we will mention whether these ions are color or not and what is the magnetic nature means whether diamagnetic or paramagnetic. Diamagnetic means having no unpaired electron and paramagnetic means having unpaired electron. So this is the concept. Let us see copper 2 plus. Already you have drawn copper 2 plus. So copper 2 plus configuration is 3d9 4s0. 3d9 means already it has one unpaired. Already it has one unpaired. Already it has 3d9. 3d9 one unpaired. One unpaired means as it has unpaired electrons, it is paramagnetic. Paramagnetic. And having unpaired electron means color. It has color. So it is a color substance and paramagnetic nature. So this is the regarding copper 2 plus. Then scandium. Scandium 3 plus, already know, as it is scandium 3 plus is asked, but we know that scandium, for scandium is 21 can be written as 3d1 4s2. Outermost configuration. Outermost configuration of this is argon. Remaining part is argon. 3d1 4s2. But question is given scandium 3 plus. Scandium 3 plus. Scandium 3 plus will be having 3 electron in outermost shell. So all will be removed. So what is the result? 3d0 4s0. As it has no unpaired electron, means already vacant, so it is diamagnetic. Diamagnetic and colorless. Colorless. Diamagnetic and colorless. So this is a very important question for your CBSE examination and also for complete examination. Then third is Fe2 plus. Fe2 plus, what is the configuration of Fe plus? Fe is 26 atomic number. I can write 26. Already I have told you in the last lesson that 26 can be written as argon 18 3d6 4s2. That is easiest method. 26 means 36 4s2. 23 means 33 4s2, like this. But question is Fe2 plus. Fe2 plus ion means 2 electron already moved. So 2 electron means from 4s. Outer cell is 4. So from 4 will be removed. What is this? 3d6 4s0. And 3d6 can be written as 6. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6. This is the Hund's rule method. We are applying Hund's rule. This is your 3d6. 4s already 0, not required. So 3d6 means how many unpaired? 1, 2, 3, 4. So 4 unpaired electron. 4 unpaired means having unpaired electron means paramagnetic nature, and as having unpaired electrons, color. It is a color substance, color ions. Ferrous is a color ion and it is also paramagnetic. Like this, so many questions will be asked regarding magnetic nature and color. Mainly paramagnetic or diamagnetic question will ask. No other magnetic character will be asked. Then question number 3. Question 3 is assign the quantum number values of outermost electron of copper atom. What are the quantum number values of outermost electron of copper? Outermost electron of copper. Outermost electron means if you see the copper is 29, can be written as argon 18, 3d10, 4s1. 3d10, 4s1. This is the actual configuration of copper. But what is the question? Assign quantum number values of outermost electron. Which electron is outermost? This is the outermost. Because 4 is the outermost. Because 4th cell, this is third cell. But no doubt, energy of 4s is less than 3d. But if you see, 4s is remaining outside of 3d. That's why 4s is the outer. Because 4 is the outer cell. So this is the outermost subcell and outermost electron. So 4s. For 4s, we will write the different quantum number. What is the quantum number? N. N is the principal quantum number. N is 4. Then L. L is the azimuthal quantum number. Azimuthal quantum number is, it depends upon the subcell. As it is a S subcell, so L value 0. Because L value stand for 0, 1, 2 like this. So 0 means S. Already S is given. Outermost means 4S. So L is 0. But the M value, if L 0, M is already 0. But spin quantum number S value as this electron may be clockwise or may be anti-clockwise. So we can write plus half or minus half. We cannot say whether plus half or minus half. It may be plus half or minus half. This is the answer of the question. The number of value of quantum number of the outermost electron of copper. As an indirect question means question is not asked what are the quantum number of 4s, but question is what are the quantum number of outermost electron of copper. Means we have to draw the electronic configuration. Then we can say. Okay. So like this you will do. Question number 4. 4 is assign quantum number values of 3D electron of iron. 3D electrons. 3D electron means already it is given. It may be iron, but question given for iron, but it may be iron for other element. But 3D electron quantum number means L is equal to 3, L is equal to as D means SPD means 0, 1, 2, that is L value 2. Then M value will be how much? 2 means minus 2, minus 1, 0, 1, 2, plus 1, plus 2. This much. Minus 2 to plus 2 including 0. 5 values. 5 values coming. Then S will be plus half or minus half. Either plus half or minus half. So this is the answer of fourth question. Then question number 5. Question number 5 is like this. Explain, very important term, isotopes, isobar, isoelectronic, isotone, isostar. What is isotope? Already you have read in junior classes. Isotopes. Isotopes means, already you know, same atomic number but different mass number. Same atomic number but different mass number. This is called isotopes. Atomic number is same, mass number is different. Examples are hydrogen has 3 isotopes like this. Here atomic number is same for hydrogen, number of proton is same, but mass number of proton plus neutron is different. That means tritium, this is called tritium. Tritium is heavier than deuterium. Deuterium is heavier than protium. So this is called isotopes, having same atomic number but different mass number. These are called isotopes. Similarly, carbon C612, C614, like this. So many, almost all elements have isotopes. Almost all elements have isotopes. Isotopes may be stable or may not be stable. It depends upon the nucleus, composition of nucleus. Okay? Then isobar. What is isobar? Isobar means same mass number. Mass number is same but different atomic number. Atomic number is different but mass number is same. That means we have to take different element. Different atomic number means different element we have to take. For example, your carbon C614, carbon C614, then oxygen 816. Here you see, sorry. Here nitrogen 714. Here mass number is same but atomic number are different. That's why these are called isobar. Isobar their number of neutrons are different, but isotope, the neutrons are different, but number of protons are same. Here number of protons are different. Here number of protons are same. Here neutrons also different. Here number of neutrons are different. That means the nuclear composition are different. The nucleus of these elements are different. Different means totally same. Total nuclear is same. Nuclear will be same. What is nuclear? Nuclear means number of proton and neutrons. Same nuclear means same mass number, but different atomic number. This is called nucleon. Nucleon means number of proton plus neutron. That is called nucleon. Nucleon will be same, but atomic number is different. So this is called isobar. Then isoelectronic. What is isoelectronic? Iso means equal, electrons means electron, electronic means number of electrons are equal. For example, same number of electrons. Number of electrons is same. Example, your sodium ion and neon. Here having 10 electrons, here having also 10 electrons. That means, and suppose F minus 10 electrons, O2 minus 10 electrons, all having 10 electrons. So these species are called isoelectronic. Number of electrons are same. May be cation, may be anion, may be neutral compound. For example, water. It is also isoelectronic because water has 10 electrons. Sodium plus has 10 electrons. So all are called isoelectronic. This is also 10 electrons. This is called isoelectronic. Then isotone. What is isotone? Isotone means same number of neutrons. Same number of neutrons. Neutrons are equal. Isotone means same number of neutrons. Example, suppose potassium 1939, calcium 2040. You see these two, both having same number of neutron. What is the number of neutron in calcium? Sorry, in potassium? 39 minus 19. Here number of neutron will be 20. Number of neutron will be 20. Here will be also same. 40 minus 20 same. Here number of neutron also 20. So as number of neutrons are equal, it is called isotone. Then last very important is isostar. What is isostar? Isostar means same electron, same number of atoms, same number of atoms and same structure. Same number of atoms, same structure. For example, methane. Methane, how many atoms? 4 plus 1, 5 atoms. Shape is tetrahedral. Its shape is tetrahedral. TH, short form is TH. Tetrahedral shape. NH4 plus. It has how many atoms? 4 plus 1, 5, like this, 5 atoms, and shape is also tetrahedral. So shape is same structure, same number of atoms, we are called isostar. And another thing also very important, if you see the number of electron, you see whether number of electron are same or not, just to check. Carbon 12 and here 4 hydrogen 4. Total is how much? 16. 16 electron. Here electron is how much? 16. Here how much? Just check it. Nitrogen how much? Nitrogen is 7. 7 plus 4. How much? 7. Sorry, here I have written wrong this thing, to correct it. Here carbon 6 electron. 6 electron and 4. 10. 10 electron. Carbon electron is 6 and hydrogen 4. That is how much? 10 electrons. Here nitrogen 7 plus 4. How much? 11. 11 plus means 1 electron is lost. That is 10. Here also number of electron is 10. So for isostar another important characteristic is they have same structure, same number of electron and same number of atoms. Same number of atoms, same structure and same number of electrons are called isoester. So these are very important terms used in atomic structure. Isotope, isobar, isoelectronic, isotone, isoester, like this. Okay? Then next. Then question number 6. Question number 6 is shape of S orbital. Shape of S. S is just like spherically symmetrical. This is your S. Spherically symmetrical. P already know, dumbbell. This is your P. P has 3 types of P. Like this. This is your Px. This is your Py. This is your Pz. Px, Py, Pz. Same subcell, P subcell. P subcell has 3 orbitals, Px, Py, Pz. That means in 3 axes. Okay. S has no orientation, single orientation. That's why only spherical symmetrical. Spherically symmetrical. That means single sphere, no orientation, single orientation. But it has 3 orientations. And D can be written as double, that is 5 D orbitals. What are these? X axis, Y axis, like this. This is your dxy. That means axis in between x and y. Lobes are in between x, y. And this one, suppose y and z. This is dyz. In between the axis. Lobes are in between the axis. Then zx. dzx. Then dx square minus square. That means along the axis, x axis, y axis, along the axis. But these are in between the axis. This is the difference. And this is suppose z. This orbital is dz square. So these are the 5 d orbitals. So f orbital is complicated, its shape is not necessary because this shape cannot be drawn on the plane. So it is omitted. Then question number 7. Question number 7 is number of nodes in 3p orbital. 3p orbital is nodes. What is nodes? Nodes means the region where number of electron is zero, means electron density is zero. Region at which electron density is zero, that is called nodes, that is nodal plane. So if you see the nodes are different types, it may be angular nodes, or it is called as what? Angular nodes, or it is called as planar nodes. Angular nodes or planar nodes. Planar nodes. Angular nodes and planar nodes means that is L. And here angular or planar nodes, another node is radial. Radial nodes or spherical nodes. Is equal to n minus L minus 1. So remember this, angular nodes or that is planar nodes is L, and radial nodes or that is called spherical nodes is n minus L minus 1. So total nodes is equal to both n minus L minus 1 plus L. So L cancel. How much? N minus 1. Total nodes. But question is what? Question is number of all nodes is asked. So angular nodes will be how much? 3p. L value, p means L value is 1. So 1 angular nodes. Radial or spherical nodes is n minus L minus 1. So 3 minus L value 1. So 3 minus 1 minus 1. That is how much? 3 minus 2. That is 1. So angular nodes is 1 and radial nodes is 1. So total both combined, that is the formula is n minus 1. So here n is 3. 3 minus 1, that is 2. Satisfying 1 plus 1, that is 2. So for any orbital you can calculate the radial nodes, that is called spherical nodes, and another is angular or planar nodes and total nodes. This is question number 7. Then question number 8. What is question number 8? Total number of orbital occupied in ground state or excited state of carbon. Carbon means C6. What is the configuration? 1s2, 2s2, 2p. How much? 2. 2p2. It can be written as what? 1s2, 2s2, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz0. This is the ground state configuration. This is the ground state. In excited state, what is the meaning of excited state? Excited state means given as star. The symbol is star. What is excited state? Means after gaining some energy, excitation electron takes place. Here electron will be excited from 2s to 2pz. So what is the configuration? 1s2, 2s1, 2px1, 2py1, 2pz1. So this is the excited state, this is the ground state. But what is the question? Total number of orbital occupied. What is the meaning of occupied? Occupied means having electron. Unoccupied means having no electron. Here all are having electron. All are having. So in ground state total orbital is how much? S1, 2s1, 2 and these 3. Sorry. Here occupied. In case of occupied means Z is 0. Z has no electron. So out of 3 orbitals of p, 2 containing electron, that's occupied. Having electron, the orbital is called occupied. Having no electron is called unoccupied. So question is occupied. Question is given occupied. So how many orbitals? 1 plus 2, 3, 4. First answer is 4. Then second answer question is for excited state. In excited state, electron jump from 2s to 2pz. Now all are occupied. 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. So total number of orbital in carbon atom in ground state, and for occupied and for excited state carbon it is 5. So this is regarding question number 8. Then question number 9. Question number 9, and this is question number 10. What question number 9? Draw the graph of psi versus r of 1s and 2s orbital. This is the graph versus which one? For which orbital? For 1s and 2s, then 2p. Okay, we will draw. It is a graph for question 9a, a graph for psi versus r. Psi means wave function, r is the radius. For 1s orbital is like this. Okay, that means first when r is increases from nucleus, then graph is like this. For 2s, it is first with increasing r, your psi value decreases, then at the particular point 0, then decreases in negative way, then increases with this. So this is for 2s, psi versus r. Then psi square versus r. Psi square is density, electron density. Psi square is electron density. Psi square versus r is similar type. Means with increasing r density, first what happens? Decreasing, density decreasing. But electron density with the r versus 2s, first decreases, then increases, then decreases. You have to remember. That means it has a load. It has a load. How many nodes here? One node. Means like this. So this is the node. This is the node. This vacant place is node at this point. Here question number 10 is radial probability density 4 pi r square psi square. When psi square is density per volume is multiplied with 4 pi r square, it gives radial probability density. This radial probability density versus r for 1s is just in. For 2s, first increases then decreases. This is the node point. Then it increases maximum, then decreases for 2s. For 2p, for just increasing, then decreasing. This is the graph of 1s, 2s, 2p orbital. Similarly, all orbitals have relation between psi versus r, psi square versus r. Psi square means density. Then 4 pi r square psi square is called radial probability density versus r. It differs from orbital to orbital. It depends upon the nodes. How many nodes? Either angular nodes or planar nodes. It depends upon this. Okay? So you can draw different graphs for other orbital. Okay, thank you.